Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sony Liv model number ICF-M410V. This is an AM, FM, weather band, TV band portable radio. The exciting thing is this radio came donated to me by Mitchell K, a YouTube subscriber here, and really excited to get this radio. He emailed me and said, I have two of these. I'd like to give one of them to you to review and to enjoy. So yes, I'm enjoying this radio. It is smooth sounding, tunes real well. I'm pretty happy with it so far. So let's get started. I did some research on this radio, and on eBay, I've noticed the used market for this is around $30 to $40 on completed auctions. That is pretty amazing for a used radio. There must be a big following for this particular model. A lot of people must still love using it. I've seen them upwards of $60 to $70 for a new in-box version. So there you go, a desirable radio on the used marketplace. Dimensions, we have 8 3/8 of an inch long, we have 4 1/8 of an inch tall, and we have a depth of 1 5/8 of an inch because this radio tapers. Let's see if I can show it to you in the frame. Got this cool little tapering there. I'll give you an idea. All right, so we'll do a little size comparison. I'm just going to put the radio on top of the radio. Here we go, CC pocket. Gives you an idea if it's kind of where the speaker's at. Just got to pick it up and give you a general idea. It's got this really cool sloping type design. I like it. It's got a real futuristic look to it. I'm not sure the exact year of manufacture, but it is awesome. A Skywave here. Let's just give you an idea. I'm just going to kind of set it there. There you go. And of course we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. Yes, he's the Iron Man. Watch out. All right, so there you go. Deck of cards. And there is the radio. Yes. It's a fairly long radio, but it's very lightweight still. So let's go over features of the Sony ICF-M410V. It's quite the model number. So on the left-hand side, as I showed you there, we have an earphone jack. Earphone, it's single left ear only. You can get those adapters so you can listen to your, earpiece as full, both sides, mono, left and right. But out of the radio itself, it's just left ear only. But it's interesting. It sounds really good on FM. It's got a lot of good lows. And on AM, it's great for voice and the talk and sports. I was amazed by that earpiece sounding so well. If it had both, FM mono both ears or AM both ears, that'd be great. So just, I guess, get one of those adapters. If I can find it, I'll have a description below along with this radio. And you can check out the radio and then those little adapters. And then that'll help you if you want to buy this radio and use headphones with it. And next we have a AC in. I didn't get the adapter with it. I'm not sure if it came with this radio, but 4.5 volts. And they give you the polarity, so it looks like you can use a universal supply to make that work. Okay, so front of the radio here, we have Liv. I keep saying, I want to say live, but I think it's Liv. We have this cool white metal speaker grill, digging it. The speaker behind here is about 3 inches, I estimate. Over here we have Sony. Yes, I'm a Sony fanboy. You guys know that, I'm sure by now. We have a hold switch, so you click this over here. A little hold icon pops up, a little key there. Okay, here with the power button to turn it on. Pretty simple. There you go. It says the model number, TV, weather, FM, AM, 4 bands. Okay, awesome. LCD display will show our frequency, of course, our clock. This is to set the clock. Hold that button down, and then you adjust it with the side tuning knob here. We have a standby, that's the alarm, so you can wake up to radio, which is great. We have a sleep function. I think it's like 60 minutes, 45, 30, and 15 minutes. Then you have weather button band, so when the radio's on, you hit that, it goes right to the weather band. Here you have 5 preset keys for each band. So pretty simple. You just press and hold to set them. Simple there. You only get 5 per band. And then here's your band select to go AM, TV, and FM. And of course, to go to weather, you have to hit the weather button. All right, so pretty simple setup. I'm liking it. And it's cool. It's got this curved look, and there's curved areas around those buttons too. So it's pretty stylish radio. Right hand side here, we have the tuning jog wheel pretty much. It's not a tuning knob. It says tune and time set. So this thing, you can go slow tune. I'll show you that to you. Then you go fast tune by holding it. There's like 2 settings. There's like 1 click, 2 clicks, 1 click, 2 clicks. So it's kind of interesting how to use. So it has these little stages on speed, so slow tuning and fast tuning. Again, I'll show that to you. And the normal volume wheel there, which is nice. Top of the radio, we have our antenna. The antenna extends out to a whopping, I wrote this down, 24 inches, and it swivels 360 degrees, and it's notched there so it can swivel around really nicely. This radio, to get the sensitivity, you have to really move that antenna around, and that will come to that shortly when I talk about FM reception. Let's look at the back of this radio. Now, when I was cleaning, this radio had a little cleaning. White radios get dirty. I was cleaning it up. I did have a little model sticker right here, and the Windex took the text off. So if you get one of these radios and it's dirty and you're cleaning it with Windex, because Windex is about the best thing for an enclosure, just don't get it near that little sticker because it'll take the text right off of it. Sorry, Mitchell, didn't mean to do that, but it's still a good looking radio. Here we go, the back. Got an enclosure. Keep radio batteries and into backup computer even when you use external power supply. Did I say that right? Keep radio batteries into backup. Okay, I didn't pause. That's funny. So there's our vented case, and then there are batteries in here. It takes 3 AA batteries, and it really, let's see if I get this open. Hinge door, I remember that, yes. Hinge door, which is really nice, and you can see the batteries. All the polarity is running to the right-hand side of the radio. So there you go. All 3 batteries, positive is to the right. But they show you how to put those in. You put the left battery in first, the right battery in second, and the middle one in third. Yeah, they make it easy. All right. And the serial number, in case I need that for some reason. There you go. All right. Don't steal my serial number. All right, let's go talk about FM reception. Then we'll do a little audio test with this, and then we'll cruise the medium wave band. So let's talk about FM reception. So it gets a solid good. It found 60 stations on the band. Now I rate my radios on a 5-tier method. Most of you guys know this already. I'll lift this up here. So we have fair, okay, good, very good, and excellent. So 5 stars. Most radios are between okay and good, 2.5 stars. That's actually a very good rating to be in the middle. This is slightly better on sensitivity. When it comes to selectivity, this radio falls short. I don't know why, just maybe how it's designed, but the selectivity is not so hot. I give it an okay to good rating, but leaning towards the okay factor. So about 2.25 star rating on the okay. It just, you'll see as I tune it. I don't know how it is in the evening, but during the day, if you have a strong station, it tends to eat up the dial quite a bit, and it bleeds over the spectrum quite a bit throughout the dial. So yeah, the selectivity was not as great. And to get those stations, I really had to move this radio around a lot and really listen closely, because I was hearing 2 stations at once, but I still logged them because I could still make out what each one was saying. But that's how I got such a high sensitivity score. It's amazing. So there it is. That's the FM reception report. So let's go ahead and turn this radio on. Listen to some radio Todderbert. What I like to do is I use this. Let me turn this on. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. I use a C-Crane FM transmitter too. If I can get it over here. Come on. Reach. All right. So I'm on 92.9 megahertz transmitting. And I got a little MP3 player hooked up to it. And it's got YouTube sanctioned royalty-free music that can transmit over the airwaves to my little radio here too, so you can hear it. And you can compare it to my other videos and see what you think. This one sounds good. So FM frequency, the preset we're on.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
There we go. Got a good idea for the audio. Sounds fantastic in person. I can see why these get 30 to 40 bucks used on eBay. Wow, this thing just sounds really good for its profile. Pretty impressed by it. So let's go ahead and turn this off here. We're going to go ahead and turn on the weather band. So actually you can see the FM, how this works here. You can tune it like this. Pretty simple. I believe it'll seek. Hold it down.
Been talking about WASIC, and now they're
Don't have my antenna up. I can put my antenna up there since we're going to go on the weather band here shortly. I just can't do an FM band scan because of issues with copyrights. Let's see if I want to hit anything with my antenna. I'm going to swivel this up. There we go. Nice. I can swivel this straight up. All right. So yeah, you can see how that tunes.
our best price.
You can see a lot of bleed over here. Go kind of quick. So you get an idea what's going on there. Let's go ahead. I got a preset here.
Heavy. And out in Will County, let's repeat this one. New Lenox, a truck hit a train causing some traffic delays at Seco and South New Avenue. If you tuned in late for this report, now there's no more waiting. Just update the radio.com app.
Okay, so there you go. That's how it works. You can see how it tunes. You can go slow by holding it just one click down. If you go 2 clicks, it'll go quicker. There you are. So pretty simple setup. Go up, go slow, or fast. So it's kind of a neat setup. So you go slow into something or faster to it. So there's that. So it tunes. Let's go to weather band. Weather band's interesting because you'll see.
Highs in the upper 30s. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows around 30. Thursday and Thursday night.
This is channel 5. This is my strongest station.
Chance of rain and light snow. Highs in the mid 40s. Lows in the lower 30s. Friday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the lower 40s. And now the marine portion of the forecast for southern Lake Michigan.
So as you can see, it being the strongest station obliterates all 7 channels. So if you have one strong station, that's all you're going to get. That's all I can get.
Waves 1 to 3 feet subsiding to 1 foot or less. Saturday, southeast winds 10 to 15.
Here's your sleep function. 60 minute, 45, 30, 15, even not 60.
Saturday night, southeast winds.
Alright, so let's go to, oh, and you can even turn the alarm on. There you go, my alarm's on. You can set that with the power off, pretty simple. Looks up at the radio, love it. Alright, so let's go ahead and change it to the AM band. Oops, not that one. Oh, channel, here we go. So TV band. Here we're getting music on channel 6. Yeah, there's a station at 87.75, excuse me. Yeah, low power audio we're able to get where channel 6 was. So pretty neat. Can't hover on the music though, but pretty cool stuff. All right, let's get to the AM. There we are. Can put my antenna down. Let's see what this thing could pick up in the evening. During the day, it was pretty good. Around dusk, I picked up a new station with it. That was nice. Out of Cincinnati, or Cleveland, excuse me. So that was a first. All right. Selectivity's not the best, but let's see what we can hear. Okay, we're getting some buzzing. I think it's something plugged in. Let me unplug. There we go. This is CHLO 530 Brampton, Ontario. 441 miles, 250 watts. We didn't catch the time earlier. It's now 10:30 p.m. Let me get my light over here. 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois.
After the turnover. Here's the call.
This is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. 70 miles away, 400 watts at night.
Number 27. That 15-yard penalty has been chosen in force. Not everybody has
Okay, I couldn't get this before, but KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, on 550, 275 miles, 5,000 watts. The reason why I can't get this is my Chicago station. If I turn this, here we're hearing 560.
But the former VP says going before the Senate. Some fire in England. Local fire crews say
New York offer not available in Washington. Call 855-657-90.
Save money during the holidays.
Oh, it's not so bad in the evening. During the day, it was a little rough to deal with, but not in the evening. Cool.
That's right.
So 560 to IND, the answer.
Closing cost mortgage loan. And if a no closing cost loan isn't enough, how about the interest rate?
Okay, there you go. 570. That's, I remember hearing something like that. So you're rating 560 on 570.
Be able to lower your monthly mortgage payment and save you cash.
With a middle-class family,
Move it out of the way, know it.
He had been sent to Germany to educate himself for 7 years.
570 WNAX, Yankton, South Dakota, 460 miles, 5,000 watts.
He then had traveled to Pakistan. He was very carefully spoken, powerful in insisting people who wanted to.
This 590 here is KXSP.
Recent years, as we all know, we've definitely slipped up in the past.
Omaha, Nebraska, 405 miles, 5,000 watts. Nice.
Ohio State steamrolled to a 7-0 record, beating every team on the.
It just disappears. The activists, people are calling. Some people are calling him a prophet.
Okay, I think this is KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts. This is direction. So yeah, KCSP.
That'll be very ambitious.
White to Rudolph red and everything in between. You'll find the vehicle you want in the color you love at a lower price than
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles away, 10,000 watts at night.
The discounts are deeper than a snowdrift in January, and the money you'll save is money for about.
Country music there on CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. And if I turn this to the left a little bit, we should pick up St. Louis. Let's see if we can hear it. Just a hint of something coming through on KYFI. Okay, let's keep going. 640, we're getting WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1600 watts. Usually it's a Hispanic station. Okay, 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. Nice.
Seahawks hosting the Niners, and Seattle's defense getting healthier for the finale. Both Jadeveon Clowney and Shaquille Griffin return to the field after sitting out last week with injuries. Eagles tight end Zach Ertz.
I can deal with this selectivity. It's not too bad. Okay, so we just had Nashville, Tennessee. Now we're at New York, 750 miles. This is WFAN, the Fan, and they are a Yankees station.
I'm John Fans. This is Jim Rome, and we are your source for everything NFL. We are CBS Sports Radio. Cleaning up an email phishing attack.
Okay, it was not. It was my local 670 to score. It sounded like familiar.
Do serious damage. What if that happens?
So yeah, the other day I did get 660, but today we're getting the score bleed over. It's a big station. WSCR Chicago.
All traces of the attack can be removed in less than 5 minutes.
Wow, that's a relief.
Yeah, bleed over on 680.
Well, I had just... Emotional support animals. Yes, have you seen an emotional support animal?
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. I will not jump to the conclusion of what I'm hearing. That's pretty funny.
However, I am an Iraq War veteran.
Able to put as
just all continued to build, and it was a really good.
like looking at that.
Wife and I found about 4 years. It looks really good seeing my take home more than what I would back to helping adopt. So, yeah, it's really nice.
Nice. So now we're getting 710. This is good because we're between two strong stations, 700 and 720. This is 710 is WOR, New York, New York. This is definitely New York, New York this time. 750 miles.
What it felt like going home previously. It's very energizing.
Off of Varlamov and into the net, that centering pass from Highmore. So it is Highmore's goal, his first of the year from David Camp.
WGN Chicago.
The Blackhawks. The Islanders did get a late shorthanded goal by Casey Cizikas.
His sixth on the year to make it 5-2, but that would be your final.
Music there, 740. Zoomer Radio, CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. You know, it's one of my favorite evening radio stations.
I was guest hosting Sean's show, and I was outraged, and I mispronounced your last name.
This should be WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 750, 630 miles.
In your situation, had been prosecuted and convicted of murder and going to be...
We see The Undertaker, who comes in to see the Godfather on
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
He knows, and give them one favor. The Undertaker whispers to the
good,
Godfather.
this
First
speaker.
he tells him what happened. My daughter went out with his...
You're as heroic rather than as extreme and now we go to an event that is...
So now we're picking up to just barely 770. This is WABC, New York, New York. 750 miles again. In between two strong stations, 760 and 780.
Of security for this huge event.
New York police say there are no credible threats so far for New Year's Eve, but
780 WBBM, Chicago.
Cops and very tight security. Thousands of police officers, 165
Weight training is a great way to raise testosterone levels. Just by weight training 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week.
CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles.
That's a natural way to just use sheer bodies. It positions officers in high crime neighborhoods to stand and use what's known as command.
WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles.
In New York, that has not happened in places like Chicago and Baltimore, is the crime drop.
It's about 30%.
And it's not good for any of them when this happens. But 73%. Leave Galaxy Indians. Fabulous to sustain itself when it has
A couple stations going on there. I think we're hearing Fort Worth, Texas on WBAP and a local WCPT in Joliet, Illinois.
And I thank God. I don't care how you think.
This gentleman talking is Texas, 810 miles.
The right place, and evidently that wasn't it.
Well, let's go to something positive.
830 is WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
In December, what's going on with the White Sox?
Has anybody had them?
We're going to usher it in. Now, to them, it's more of one big party. It's just heated.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles.
That can be exploited by this person called the Antichrist.
Rightly, based on what happened with Paxton. You know, Paxton was drafted to be the guy. Trevor Simeon,
850 KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles.
Was really just a quarterback body, obviously.
Peu près qu'on lui dit qu'il aille tourner en Europe de l'Est, alors que lui veut un décor de New York futuriste. On lui donne des solutions.
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Mais j'ai besoin de voitures qui ont l'air de voitures futuristes.
Return. This is NFL Preview.
Did you just look down at your phone?
870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles.
And a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5.
Moran, former Islander goalie Robin Leonard stuck it to his old team tonight. He stopped 38 shots as the Islanders lost to the Blackhawks.
Few stations overlapping each other. The main one you're hearing is WCBS, New York, New York.
11 shots. Rangers got plenty of offense and plenty of goaltending.
Millions of Americans.
Okay, listen, we need
WLS, Chicago.
communists. Really think.
Fly that helicopter better. Might wreck.
Well, anyway, he did buster off.
Some classic radio shows on CHML, Hamilton, Ontario, 430 miles.
Put those fires up, Wes. High enough, Duke. You don't want a saber-tooth walking through here, do you? No, we better get a shot.
Who did have a step or so on the defender.
Local ESPN, WMVP, Chicago.
And Mark, a moment ago, when you said go cheap.
1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
When you're diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, a lot of questions.
The public is reading this, which is knock off the partisan crap. You know,
1030 WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
That's why I brought up Professor Feldman.
But they're going to be whooping it up for a while. Well, you can hear them right now.
WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
I mean, wouldn't we be looking up into the sky to figure out if there's something out there that we need to be aware of?
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Astrology.
We're almost done. I'm going to probably kick it up a little faster.
Greenville, Medicine Shop, Valley Park.
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
People even themselves in that position of power. This first half, 3rd down and 4 from the 47.
1530 WCKY, Cincinnati, I believe. I just gotta move my list. Got so many stations here. Yes, WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. Music there on 1540 is KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles. CHHA, this is Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Yeah, they have some cool music. Go to the top of the band.
Wisconsin was one of the 15 best teams in college football this year.
1700 is KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
And then they won pretty handily in the rematch against Wisconsin and the Big Ten championship.
There we go. So we did the radio. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's do some final thoughts. on the Sony. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, we're on standby. We turn the standby off there. There you go. No alarm will go on in the middle of the morning. That happens sometimes. Radio turns on. What the heck? So the Sony Liv. This is the ICF-M410V. If you enjoyed the feature presentation, please give me a like. You guys are awesome. Overall experience of this radio, I love it. I know it was donated, but I would have bought it. I definitely would have bought it. I would have done some research, though, wondering why they're $30 a piece. Don't know why, but apparently people like this. It sounds good. It's got that compact frame to it. It's got a cool color. I mean, they have a coffee colored one, which I don't care for. This white and silver looks really nice. Pretty sharp looking radio. And it has a weather band that works. It's important. It has very simple presets, which is a lot of people find easy to use. That's all you need it for. I love that. And simple tuning controls. So yeah, I can see why it's a popular radio still. Two, of course, comment below, or not comment. If you enjoy Sony radios like me, the Sony fanboy right here, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future Sony videos, because I have Sony radios all over the place. You know, just to give you a little ideas. Here's a little baby Sony I haven't reviewed yet. I got them all over. No kidding. And then, of course, 3, comment below what you think about this Sony Liv M410V. What do you think? Let me know. All right, guys. If you want to see a band scan of the daytime or the evening again, let me know. Just put in the comments. Say, I want a band scan. I'll do it. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you next video.